Alright, another Yu-Gi-Oh stream, this time revealing cards for Burst of Destiny for Rockets, or Bullets, depending on how you like to say it, Destiny Heroes, and some few new cards with some extra archetype support. So let's begin. So let's start off with the Rokket cards, and of course we start off with the main deck with Rokket Caliber. It's a level 4 Dark Dragon Tuner with 17 attack and 100 defense, and its effect is you can special summon this card from your hand to a zone your Dark Link monster points to, but you can only special summon it this way once per turn. Some of Revolver's new cards revolve around triggering some of your Topologic abilities, hence why there's the summon to where it points to, but extra special summon is always very helpful, especially for more extended plays, so this effect is pretty decent. Although you do have some better cards, but still pretty decent nonetheless. But it also has a second effect where you can tribute this card, special summon one Dark Dragon or Maschine monster from your hand except itself. This effect is hard once per turn. If you're wondering what's with the Maschine part, that's because Cracking Dragon. Because Revolver used Cracking Dragon, which was Maschine. But that special summon of a Dark Dragon from your hand makes it very helpful for some plays because there are some high level dragons that you're going to be using in your main deck, like the new Card Borrelcode Dragon that can help you summon more rockets from your graveyard, and also it's your Ritual Searcher, and then there might be other Dark Dragon monsters that you might use that are high level for this deck, so this effect just helps out a lot. And if you want to play Cracking Dragon, go right ahead just because if you want to be Revolver. Now to the new cover card, which is a Borrel low Topologic Bomber fusion-like monster, Borrelcode Dragon, which is a Link 3 surprisingly, and a Dark Dragon with 25 attack, top, bottom left, bottom right, requires at least 2 effect monsters, and its effect is cannot be destroyed by card effects while a Link monster points to this card. Not too difficult considering that you're going to be summoning a bunch of Link monsters in one turn, especially if you summon this next to a Topologic Bomber, so this card cannot be destroyed by Topologic Bomber. And then second effect, at the start of the damage step, if this card was Link summoned by using 3 monsters as material, and it battles an opponent's monster, you can destroy all monsters on the field. Because of course it inherits something like Topologic Bomber. But this effect shouldn't be hard to pull off because you're summoning your Borrel Dragons with at least 3 monsters anyway, so summoning 3 monsters in this deck in general isn't even hard as it is, so it's not hard to pull off. And that nuke can be quite devastating. But anyway, its third effect, you can banish this card from your graveyard along with 1 dark monster on the field with 3000 or more attack. If you do, special summon 1 Topologic monster from your extra deck. The second and third effect of this card is a hard once per turn. Now I'm not sure you're going to be using third effect often, because your dark monsters with 3000 attack are your main boss monsters, which are your Borrel Dragons. All your Borrel Dragons tend to have some sort of either negate effect or some sort of protection effect, so I'm not sure will you really want to trade one of them for a Topologic monster. Mainly Bomber, because that's the strongest Topologic monster that you can use at the moment. But of course if you do need a field nuke, well, Bomber Dragon it is, and it can be a nice trade-off to one of your Borrel monsters, so there is that. Hopefully they make another main deck monster for the Bullet deck that has 3000 or more attack that can easily be summoned, just so you can have a good trade-off. But the second effect is definitely very good, and it has some decent enough protection just because it's a Borrel monster, because they all have some sort of protection. So overall, it's a very nice card. I'm just very surprised it's a Link 3 though. And now a card to support Revolver's meme trap, Reloaded Cylinder. It's a normal trap, and its effect is set 1 magic cylinder from your deck or graveyard directly to the field. If you set it from your deck, you can activate it during the same turn. So basically, it's a magic cylinder version of Mirror Force Launcher. But second effect, when you activate Magic Cylinder, you can banish this card from your graveyard and double the effect damage. Yeah, that could be pretty funny, but it's just here just because it supports one of Revolver's meme cards, just for fun. And finally, to our last Revolver card, Detonation Code. It's a continuous trap, and its effect is if you control a Topologic Link monster, you can target 1 Dark Dragon, Maschine, or Cyberse monster from your graveyard, except a Link monster, and special summon it. Well, that's just there so you can trigger your Topologic's effect during your opponent's turn or even your turn. So it's just there for that. And then second effect, during the standby phase of the next turn, after this card was banished from the spell or trap card zone, you can set this card to your field. This is just in case of Topologic Tree Spawna, but overall I would say it's an okay card. I doubt you're going to even play this unless you're playing a pure Topologic deck, but we don't have a pure Topologic deck at the moment. And even if you're playing this in Rockets, well, you're playing your Borrel loads more often than the Topologic, and it's rare that you're going to even come up to the Topologic, other than for the new cards. So, if you're playing Topologics, then you might just play this card, but if you're not, then don't really bother. And now to the new Destiny Hero support. We of course start off with the main deck, with Destiny Hero Denial Guy, or Denialer for the TCG. It's a level 3 Dark Warrior with 11 attack and 600 defense, and its effect is, if this card is no more special summon, you can place one Destiny Hero that is banished in your deck or graveyard to the top. This effect is hard once per turn. That's not too bad, especially you could just top deck the Dasher and then use Dasher's effect. And then second effect, if you have a Destiny Hero monster other than itself on the field or graveyard, you can special summon this card from your graveyard. But this effect is a hard once per duel. So yeah, you can Foolish Burial this target as well. But to be honest, if I were playing D Heroes, this is probably going to be a 1 or 2 of. Just because that first effect can be very helpful, but 1 of because the second effect to special summon itself from the graveyard is a hard once per duel, so you can mainly use it just for that. And now to a new fusion monster, Destiny Hero Destroy Phoenix Guy, or Destroy Phoenix Enforcer if you want to go TCG. It's a level 8 Dark Warrior fusion monster with 25 attack and 21 defense, aka the parallel version of Shining Phoenix Enforcer, and it's actually a Destiny Hero and not Elemental Hero, which I find kind of weird with Aster Phoenix at the time. Requires 1 level 6 or higher hero monster, you run plenty of those, and 1 Destiny Hero, and its effect is, monsters your opponent controls loses 200 attack for every hero card in your graveyard. Yes, your spells and traps also count, and considering that you're going to be sending a bunch of heroes to your graveyard anyway, that can be quite a lot of attack. But second effect, quick effect, you can destroy 1 card you control to destroy 1 card your opponent controls. Nice that this is a quick effect. Third effect, if this card is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can activate this effect. Special summon 1 Destiny Hero from your graveyard during your next standby phase. The second and third effect are hard once per turn. What's nice about this third effect is that it can be by any card effect, meaning you can even destroy itself with its second effect. Reminds me of Borrel Furious Dragon a little bit. But overall, I mainly like this one for its first effect because that actually helps a lot of your Destiny Hero run over stuff. So overall, very good fusion monster, and it's actually not too hard to summon. And now to our final card for Destiny Heroes, Break the Destiny. It's a normal trap, and its effect is, target 1 Destiny End Dragoon or 1 level 8 or higher Destiny Hero monster you control, destroy. If you do, skip your opponent's next main phase 1. That can be very nasty because that pretty much delays your opponent's turn. If they have no monsters, well, they have nothing to attack you with, and skipping one of your opponent's main phases is nothing to laugh about, especially when it's main phase 1. But its second effect, you can banish this card from your graveyard and add 1 spell trap that has Destiny End Dragoon or Destiny Hero in its text from your deck to your hand, except itself. Each effect is a hard once per turn. The reason why it has Destiny Hero in its text instead of just Destiny card is because there's a bunch of spells or traps that have random ass names that support Destiny Heroes. That's the main reason. I just already love this trap for the fact that you could skip your opponent's main phase 1, because that can screw over your opponent's plans. But the second effect, being able to search, is also very nice. So overall, a very nice trap, and I do recommend to play it. And now to our only one new Maschine card, the dark version of Maschine Force, and it's a lot better. Maschine Reinforce. It's a level 10 Dark Machine, 4600 attack and 41 defense, cannot be normal summon, must be special summoned from your graveyard by banishing any number of machine monsters from your graveyard whose level equals to 12 or more. So, this can be your fortress target, just discard this card, summon a fortress. Yay! You can always Foolish Burial this card, because it can only be special summoned from the graveyard, and considering that you're going to be discarding a bunch of machines anyway, this isn't hard to pull off. And now to its effect. Its first effect is that when your opponent activates a card or effect during the battle phase, quick effect, you can pay half your life points to negate the activation if you do half your opponent's life points. Which can be quite nasty because, well, both players are halving their life points, which is a little costly. Halving your opponent's life points can decrease the amount of attack power that you will need. My only gripe is that it can only negate during the battle phase. That's my main gripe. But second effect is that if this card is destroyed by battle or card effect, yes, even your own, you can special summon up to 3 of your banished Maschine monsters whose levels are equal to 12 or less. That's pretty nice. You're going to be banishing at least 2 machines for this, because you need a total equal to 12, and a good number of them are like level 9 or lower, so you can always banish like 1 of your boss monsters, and then 2 low level ones. There are many options. So overall, pretty nice card, and it can be your fortress target. And now to the last card of the stream, which is the Prismatic Secret rare of the set, King of the Sky Prison. It's a level 10 Dark Rock with 3000 attack and defense, and its effect is, during your main phase you can reveal this card from your hand until the end of your opponent's turn. That's new. And if you do, while this card is revealed by this effect, set cards on the field cannot be destroyed by card effects. So you're playing a spell or trap line deck, this can be very good. Even certain archetypes that play with a bunch of flip effects, yeah, that as well. But second effect is that if a set spell or trap is activated, you can special summon this card from your hand. Then, if this effect was activated while this card was revealed from your hand, you can set 1 spell or trap directly from your deck, but banish it during the next end phase of the next turn. You can only use 1 of these effects once per turn, and this card is also hard once per turn. So overall, this card won't come up too often. Like I said, if you play a spell or trap heavy Reliant deck or a flip summon Reliant deck, well, this card will be very helpful, but overall it's nothing too special. So that's it for this stream for Burst of Destiny. What do you guys think about the new Revolver cards along with Aster Phoenix cards? Cards for Revolver, always excited because I play his deck in general, especially his new Borrel Link 3, which I still find very strange that it's a Link 3 instead of a Link 4 or 5. And then for Destiny Heroes, in general, I love the design of the Destiny Heroes, even though I don't play the deck, and the new cards are awesome, especially that trap that could skip your opponent's main phase 1, the fusion monster is definitely awesome, and also because Destiny Heroes kinda gets the shaft when it comes to hero support, although not as much as Evil Heroes. So I'm glad that they get more support instead of Elemental Heroes because it's related to the protagonists. But on that, have a nice day.